Dental formula. Observe, set of human teeth is of classified into 4 types of according to their functions. First one is incisor, second one is canines, third one is premolars, and the fourth one is molars. Okay, next let us see the tooth set. What do they contain? From the top, central incisor, second one lateral incisor. So there are 2 incisors, 1 canine, first premolar and second premolar. There are 2 premolars and 1, 2, 3. There are 3 molars. So when we divide this tooth set into 4 quadrants, in each quadrant we will find 2 incisors, 1 canine, 2 premolars and 3 molars. Similarly, in quadrant 2 also will find the same, quadrant 3, quadrant 4 also we find the same. Now let us see that the dental formula 2, 1, 2, 3. What does it mean is, each quadrant contains 2 incisors, 1 canine, 2 premolars and 3 molars. Okay, so how many quadrants we have? Totally 4 quadrants. So 2 into 4, it's nothing but 8 incisors. Same 1 into 4, 4 canines, 8 premolars and 12 molars. So totally, if you observe this tooth set, you can see that there are 32 teeth overall in about human teeth. Now let us come to the next point, collection of objects. So what does it mean by collection of objects? We collect some objects like fan, tree, table, toothpaste. They do not have any common property which is linking them. So that's why we are saying it as only collection of objects. Now let us come to the next point, well-defined collection of objects. Well-defined collection of objects. What does it mean by well-defined collection of objects is, the objects which we are selecting, they will have some common property among them. For example, rose, lily, jasmine, lotus. So when I read these names, automatically you might have understood that they all are indicating flowers. So they are flowers. Am I clear? Now let's come to the next point. Right? See the second example. Tomato, potato, brinjal, etc., etc. They come under the category of vegetables. Yes or no? So these have a common property that they are vegetables. That's why they are also called well-defined collection of objects. So whenever you are collecting a well-defined collection of objects, they are nothing but it is called as a set. So our topic name is sets. So let us know something more about sets. Let us see here some collection of objects which are given over here. Collection of natural numbers, collection of whole numbers, collection of integers. Okay, so why we are saying them collection of natural numbers, a collection of whole numbers, collection of integers is they have some particular property which is binding them, because natural numbers we start counting from 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. So a set is containing, means a set is containing all the natural numbers in it. So this collection of objects is considered as a well defined collection of objects. Now let us see, identify and write the common property of the following collection. When you look at this 2, 4, 6, 8, what is the common property which is binding them? Let us see 2, 4, 6, 8. What do they indicate? They all are even numbers. Okay, so the common property is they are even numbers or they are multiples of 2. Multiples of 2. Is it clear? Let us see the second example. If you look at the second one, 2, 3, 2, 3, 5, 7, 11. So when you observe these particular numbers, they all are prime numbers. So what is the common property binding them? They all are prime numbers. Now next comes to the last one, third one. So if you look at the third one can be written as 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, 4 square. So what are they? 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, 4 square and so on. They are nothing but they are the squares of natural numbers. What are these? 1, 2, 3, 4. They all are natural numbers. So there are, we can call them that they are the squares of natural numbers. Now let us come to the next one, fourth question. Here you can see that January, February, March, April and so on. So here what is the common property? Yes, what you said is correct, that they are the months or in an year, right? Is it clear? Next, let us go to the last and final one, thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger and the last one is pinky. Okay, so if you look at all this, then we can say that they are the fingers of hand. Yes or no? Right? Now let us go to the next one. Here, what is a set? It is defined clearly. Now let me explain you point wise. What is a set is the question now. A set is a well-defined collection of distinct objects. Here the point to be recognized. Collection of distinct objects. So now let us see that what does it mean, right? Suppose you have somebody's phone number as 9573657987, okay, right? So let us see 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, right? Now there is a 10-digit phone number. Now the meaning of distinct, what does it mean? Suppose I need to prepare a set with the given numbers in the phone number. So I am going to represent with a capital letter. So always we need to represent a set with a capital letter. Distinct objects, its meaning is, let me select first 9. Now I need to deny wherever is 9. Again I should not enter that. Next 5. If anywhere 5 gets repeated, I should not enter in it. 7. If any other 7 is there in the number, I should not consider that. Next 3. Next 6. Next 8. So these are the numbers which are involved in that particular set. So when I consider this phone number, if in that phone number any digits are repeated, that repeated digits we are not supposed to write twice or thrice, because it is given very clearly that only you need to take distinct objects. Am I clear? Right? So here we have taken only different objects which are called here elements. What do we call them as? Elements. What do we call them as? Elements. Okay? Elements of the set. Now let us see here, some more things are given. The objects in a set are called elements. Sets are written by enclosing all its elements between flower brackets, right? Now let us see here, some sets are written. Let us check. Set of odd numbers. Set of odd numbers is written as 1 3 5 7. How we are writing? We are using flower brackets. First point, 1 3 5 7 and so on. When we are writing elements, we are putting commas in between them. So this is called set notation. So here, whenever you represent a set, better you use a capital letter to represent them. That is a procedure, right? Now let us come to the next one. Here you can see some questions. The first one, set of first 5 positive integers. This is a question. Now, is it well defined or not? Yes, it is well defined, because see here, after listening that statement, you are in a position to explain what are first 5 positive integers. That is called well defined collection. So here, when we speak about first 5 positive integers, 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, this 1 2 3 4 5 is nothing but set of first 5 positive integers, right? we come to the next question. Set of multiples of 5 which are more than 100 and less than 125. Set of multiples of 5 which are more than 100. So set begins with 105 because they are the multiples of 5 begin and it lies between 100 and 125. So it is 105, 110, let me see once. Yes, set of multiples of 5, 105, 110, 115, 120. So these are the set of multiples of 5 between 105 and 100 and 125. Now we come to the next question. Set of cube numbers. Set of first 5 cube numbers. What are first 5 cube numbers? 1 cube, second one 2 cube, third one 3 cube, fourth one 4 cube, fifth one 5 cube. So they are nothing but, in a set what we are going to write, 1, 8, 27, 64, 125. So these are the first 5 cubic numbers. Clear? Next, set of digits in Ramanujan number. So it is very interesting question because you all know about Ramanujan. So it is, Ramanujan number is 1729. So those elements are written in the set 1, 7, 2, 9. In which order we write is not important here, but all the elements of that set are covered or not, that we need to check, verify. Okay. Let us come to the next point, that is roster form and set builder form. What does mean by roster form? If you list out the numbers by using elements, that is nothing but roster form. For example, here you have set of molars. So here we can see that this set M contains first molar, second molar, third molar. So this is nothing but just simply set of molars, right? Now next we come to the another point, that is about the types of quadrilaterals. So what are the types of quadrilateral here? Square, rectangle, rhombus, parallelogram, kite, isosceles trapezium, dot. So these are the things which are used, and in that we are using elements. Elements are nothing but each type of quadrilateral is considered as an element here in the set Q. Okay, right? So the very important point now which we are going to learn about set builder form. What does it mean? Suppose I am taking one specific set. A is equal to 2, 4, 6, 8 and so on. If you look at this set, I am writing this set in one particular form, that is nothing but 2 into 1, 2 into 2, 2 into 3, 2 into 4 and so on. Here clearly we can see that A is equal to, every number is x, each and every element we consider it as x, and this hyphen we read it as such that. What do you call it as? Such that. Read it as such that. Okay, next x such that x is in the form of 2n. Okay, and n belongs to natural numbers. This is called set builder form of the given set. This is called roster form and this is called set builder form, whereas in roster form we use the elements to write. In set builder form we describe the form of the number and which elements we are including in that. Their conditions are going to be explained in that set builder form. X is an element such that x is in the form of 2n, and are you going to consider all the natural numbers? Yes, n belongs to n. This is the way how you describe about a roster form and set builder form.